We don't do that as believers because we have so much liberty, so much freedom. We can divorce, man. You can divorce faster than you can get married.
I just looked up how much it costs to get. The best state to get a divorce. I mean, the best state.
So she don't research there.
Yeah.
We gonna find out when she go
Oh
boom.
Lord, where you going?
We'll keep an eye on it.
New Hampshire.
And that's an old state,
New
though.
Hampshire. New Hampshire.
You know, okay, now tell that lifestyle there.
But the lifestyle in New Hampshire is so old. When we went to New Hampshire, y'all didn't see no young people there. Everything was clean. It was an old state. You see old people. And we felt so out of place. So where are the young people? Where are the young? Everywhere you have old folk. And you said that's where you get divorced?
It's New Hampshire.
Yeah, because everybody's 95.
Well, they
They get
You judge 106.
Process a divorce. It showed how long it takes to process, and then how much it costs for the paperwork just to file, not the legal fees, but just to do the filing part. And then because when you're doing a divorce, it also depends on how long you've been residing in that particular state. So that's the reason why their state was easiest, because you can be married somewhere else in another state, come across state lines and say, we're going to get divorced here. So that wait time of you being a resident,
What you just told me that?
then you can just go ahead and be done with it.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be Vegas. I honestly thought it was Nevada. But they said it's because of that whole wait time. The most expensive states, and even the longest time.
California.
California. One of the
You know
hottest.
it, yeah.
Probably California.
Yeah, you know it. Hollywood.
What did I win?
Oh, that Hollywood.
But you know, Nevada's where you go and get married. You can go get married right there like that.
Right, but that's the thing is that you can get married everywhere you want, but trying to get a divorce, now that costs money, but each state is different. And going back to what you were saying about the religions, with Asians, it's because of family obligation. You don't just marry each other because, ooh, I like you.
Yeah.
No, our families come together. Before they even sign paperwork, before you even, it doesn't care if you love one another. We have to do a background check on you. We got to do a background check on your entire family, making sure that every single one of
That's a contract.
it is a contract.
Yeah,
We have to know if your family has any illnesses. We have to know if there's anything that's going to be going back. We need to find out about everything. Like if you've got a business, how good is your business? Are you a good businessman? Are you a poor businessman? If you're poor, I don't want you for my daughter because you're going to be broke. You know, it's pretty much straightforward. And that's it. It's straightforward.
But then,
They
right.
don't have a high divorce
But see,
rate.
that,
Do they have a high marriage rate now?
Yes,
Their marriage rate has gone down.
Okay.
Because the thing
Because of
is
those
that
rules and regs.
they don't,
They
because
probably get
now they're
married.
realizing about how it's, because they're getting westernized.
Yep.
Exactly, that's the problem. Because they've gotten westernized, they did another study, they did another one, they talked about all these women saying, no, I'm not getting married. I can get a baby whenever I feel like it. That's that Western thinking that has been seeped over there into the Korean culture, into the Japanese culture, into the Chinese culture. That is going right across all boards. But then again, I watched something that was really beautiful. It was men who were married and their wives that were pregnant for their first child. They had a concert, a special concert with their favorite singers that came out and sang for their wives. And then the husbands got on stage and they sang for their wives too. And they said, you know what, I love you for everything that you're doing. This is our first baby together, you know. Oh yeah.
She like, go find
Well, R. Kelly might be what you call it. He might be reasonable because they said his house was what you call it.
No, that's because he's
Go ahead, Okay, what you have to say?
What I will say is about like the different cultures and stuff like that, and like the Asian culture. You also have to understand as well with the Asian culture, they also still do mercy killings as far as with
Abortions.
Huh?
They also do abortions.
Yeah.
It's acceptable.
It's okay to. Well, yeah, you know they're actually trying to kill the first if you have a daughter, like that's not good. You know what I mean? They still have some people try to call them taboos along with their culture as well, as long as we can't call us Africans. We'll say us Westerners here in America, I guess. You know what I mean?
Bahamas.
But you know what? You have a lot of American culture in you. Your accent don't count.
It don't count. You been here too long, man.
Everything we're saying is great. I mean, I heard what you said. You said that your mom was saying back then, like, there's a lot of secrets as far as but that's hurtful in a relationship as you grow up, is because you think it's okay to keep part of your inner thoughts away from your husband. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you're taught as a little girl, like, you know what? Hey, you know what? This is what we do. What I do here is what I do here, and so that it's in your mind that you can't get from your other half right here. You're hurting your relationship on a talking issue because you want to, the hardness of the heart. You want to stay hard to the point where, like, you know what, I don't want him to let him know that I'm weak in areas.
Right,
whatever.
yeah.
I want him to feel that
I'm strong.
You know what, he can cut me deep if I tell him these type of things later on. Where it's going to be hard. So really, it's a facade you're putting on because you got to be so hard. Like, you stand behind your job. You stand behind, I make the money. So my question is realistically, I don't even want to say Christian relationship because I don't like the way that work, like what it said, because like you said, anybody can say they're a Christian, or anybody can say, you know what, whatever season of the month feels good for them.
Right.
Well, I'm a Christian this week, or I'm an atheist this week. Whatever, so anybody can jump to whatever migration, because whatever floats your boat that month, you can try that. But what my thing is, in a marriage, let's just say that, in a marriage, is it possible? Well, see, I'm black, so I gotta use that as sorry, no offense. But, because you'll see what I'm saying. Man, I don't know if you dating black dudes, whatever, but
I'm wrong.
But she learned like we learned.
okay.
It depends on what day of the week.
What the hell? I'm an Indian right now.
Go ahead.
They swear I'm from the motherland.
I'm brown.
Oh, okay.